energy. Basically, they pump this kinetic energy, some of the kinetic energy of these molecules to lower kinetic energy molecules, which are at lower temperature. So finally, we have uniform temperature distribution. So this is about conduction, and this is energy transfer. So this is change in energy. So change in thermal energy basically. So this Q that will have minus A and AC and delta T. So this is conductivity, thermal conductivity constant, and this cross-section area, and this is temperature difference. And this is the property of this is the conductivity is the thermodynamic property of material. So every material, like suppose this wood has some thermal conductivity A value, and this some iron rod will have some different thermal conductivity value. So it is fixed for a system. Okay, the thermodynamic property of a system. And then convection. So this you know, right, this negative sign where this is to account temperature and energy transfer from higher energy to lower energy. So this will take care of this. So that's why we will have minus 7 here. So in convection, so it is the energy transfer across a system. System boundary. So I have a surface, okay, and this is at some temperature, higher temperature, and then I have clay. So this is system T1. So now this is at T infinity. So this is lower than this. Then what will happen? So heat will be transferred from this to this. How? That is through convection. So that how do you quantify that? So the how much energy is transferred that we write as so here this is the heat transfer coefficient. So this heat transfer coefficient. And this H is not unlike A, so this is not the thermodynamic property of system. So let's say you have A, and then so you're 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 making it to flow over a surface. Then it depends on the flow velocity. That Q value will change, H value will change. So you don't know, you do not have this, will not have a fixed value. So it will depend on this shape, okay, the surface shape, and then fluid velocity. So like that. So this is not a thermodynamic property, but this is a thermodynamic property. Then you have other third one, radiation. So here, so radiation, any finite, any surface, it finally temperature. Temperature emit energy. Okay. Emits energy in the form of electromagnetic waves. Okay, so the best, so one of the example of electromagnetic waves is your cell phone mobile signals. So basically, mobile towers will emit electromagnetic waves. Okay, your mobile phone so catch that and convert that electromagnetic wave to sound wave. Basically, initially first that will convert electromagnetic wave into electrical signal, and then that will transfer into sound wave. So you have so now so electromagnetic wave carry energy, right? So this will carry energy. So if you stay close to mobile tower, which has which emit strong electromagnetic waves, so you will have cancer. So the reason is that so those electromagnetic waves will hit you, okay, and your body will gain thermal energy, and that will affect your biological system towards cancer. So that is one thing. So this is important in space. So this do not require medium. Okay. So let's say conduction, you need medium. Okay, material. So if you want to transfer from here to so from one body to another body, or even in convection, you need solid and fluid. So in conduction, you need a solid at different temperature or two solids at different temperatures. So you need medium, but in radiation you don't need medium. So you put a body at some finite temperature, then that will emit electromagnetic wave, just like this mobile signals. You can send those mobiles have an electromagnetic waves. Basically, these space applications now ISRO people will sit here somewhere in Bangalore and they will transmit some electromagnetic waves. So you have atmosphere around some 100 kilometers above the surface. After that, you do not have atmosphere, but still, so they can travel. That is because through radiation kind of electromagnetic waves do not require medium. Okay, so they will travel. So this is about this. So here now, till which topic you have your thought? Anyone?
Sir,
So what were you taught in earlier heat transfer course till conduction? Is it till conduction or I mean, till which topic you are taught? Only conduction or convection also somebody taught you convection or only conduction? Anyone?
So basically, your voice is not visible, not audible, sir. Resound, somewhat like resound. So
So I am asking, is it clear now?
yes, sir, somewhat okay, sir. One suggestion is, please use some like additional Bluetooths or wide headphones, sir. That will be somewhat clear voice.
Yeah, so I have to talk to them. I think so. They should have some arrangement. But so this is first time I am trying here. So I think yeah. So I will discuss with him. So I think yeah, I understand. So because this room is so this there is some interference here. Yeah. So now can you understand what I am asking? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So I'm just asking. So till which topic you are taught?
Conductions.
Only conduction. So I should start from convection. So from the beginning.
Sir, actually, like we need a revision of previous topics also, sir. So try to start from the basic level, so it will be easy for exams as well.
So from convection, I should start from the beginning. Is that your saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So but you taught I mean this non-dimensionalization and in convection.
No, sir.
Buckingham pi theorem.
Theorem.
No?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. So, okay, I will teach that. But so did you understand whatever I taught before? Because my voice might be a problem.
Yes, sir. Just a voice disturbance. That's it, sir. Okay, what you are saying is clear for us.
But you are able to follow, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So then, okay. So now, so we will discuss about convection. I will start from. So you have here. So I told you that heat transfer coefficient H in convection. So that is not a thermodynamic property. It will depend on many factors. Right? So here we will see how we calculate thermal energies, those heat transfer coefficients. So before going into that, so there are two ways. So one is dimensionality. So you use both of these tools to find out that heat transfer coefficient. This is one way. Another way is from mechanical.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can you revise those topics from the starting?
Uh, which topics?
Sir, regarding conduction also, sir.
Conduction also, sir, from the starting.
Conduction also.
Yes,
Just
sir.
revise.
At that time, most of them are in drives and some other issues, sir.
Sir, many of them were in internship, sir.
Okay, so so many of you missed at that time. Is that?
Yes, sir.
So, but you might have those video lectures, right? Online recorded videos, no?
Sir, are you saying about in our college or outside videos you are talking about?
So, yeah, but I am told to teach only from this convection topic.
Sir,
Okay,
just
sir.
give a brief glance about conduction and explain important key topics and problems, sir.
Sir,
Yes,
main
sir.
derivations are there, no, sir. Please explain them, sir.
So if you have any doubt, you whoever have doubt, you just email me. So then I will teach separately. So this we need to cover for second mid exam also, right? This convection. Am I correct? So anyway, I will talk to HOD and then we will decide. Proceed first about this convention syllabus. We have to finish first. Okay. So we will calculate and transfer potential two ways. So one is non-dimensional, which I will teach next class. I think now we are done, right? So till 11:50, right?
Yes, sir.
So next class I will discuss about dimensionalization. So basically you will here what you do is you will make a prototype. So this is similarity. Okay? So if you want to study a bigger system, let's say you want to study some IC engine. So how different mechanisms are evolving in that. So to make that, it will involve a lot of investment. So you want to make cylinder and your piston. So you have to make different manufacturing techniques, and this will involve a lot of effort. So instead, what you do, you will make a prototype. Okay. So using that prototype, you will check it. If there is, let's say you have this, so this piston is failed. Okay, because of thermal stresses, it is failed. So then you will modify it. So this will involve less investment. Okay, so you will make it better. And finally, when you realize that this is satisfied your requirement, you will go for the final product. So here, using similarity principles, you will calculate and you will estimate the you will calculate the transfer coefficient and all. So this is some experiment. So first you will let's say here the diameter is less. So you have to try this. We want to have this is like L3. So you have to try this here. So these are similar. How can you say this is similar to this? This is not similar, okay, but similar. So how do we say that? The ratio should be constant. L2 by L dash and L2 by L3 dash. Some transfer, it might be 1, 2 or 3. So if it is 1, so they are same size. Okay, so if they are 2, so this is smaller one and this is the bigger size like this. So this is twice the size of the small. So this is geometric similarity. Then you will have model similarities. They will have physical similarity. I mean, so you have this particular volume, this particular fluid will have some density rho 1. This will have rho 1 dash. So their ratio should be constant. So you will achieve. So when you do test, so when you establish similarity in a model system, you will select them such that the ratios will be similar. I mean the constant. So yeah, so this here we will learn about Buckingham pi theorem. So that is the most used method we will use here to calculate heat transfer coefficient. And yeah, so I am teaching whatever I am teaching is from PNR textbook, and you can read that. So tomorrow next class I will teach Buckingham pi theorem and geometric similarity. So you can read before coming, so that if you have any doubts you can ask. Okay, is that fine? Okay, I'm finishing class. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. So see you tomorrow.